Welcome to Step 2 of Start at the Beginning. In this short video, you will learn how to navigate the Pro, Con, and Viewpoints tabs and to create or email a bibliography in Service Researcher before proceeding to Step 2. What we're looking at is the Pro, Con tab of the Global Financial Crisis Leading Issue that we looked at in the Step 1 video. Now, as we mentioned in the Step 1 video, in this section you'll be able to read a summary of the main controversies, problems, and solutions surrounding an issue. Notice that this section is divided into two parts, the proponents and those opposed. Also notice that in each summary, there are hyperlinks to articles that take a stand on an issue and present the main arguments in support of that stand. So for example, in the proponent section, there's an article that is linked to called "Bailout Won't Solve All the Economy's Problems." Now scrolling down, we can view that list of articles that we saw earlier. One thing that we can also do is just look at the viewpoint essays in this section. So let's click on that. Notice that there are only 6 viewpoint essays. Each of these articles, and these are pulled from newspapers and journals, each of these articles presents a point of view on the issue and contains important arguments and points that you'll need to become familiar with. Notice that each of these articles has that summary, and clicking on the title of the article will bring you to the article itself. Now let's say I looked at this particular article and I really liked it and I wanted to save it for further viewing or maybe even to create a bibliography. What I can do is tag this article right up here in the article itself. Let me tag it. I'm going to click Results List and go back to that list of articles that I saw earlier. Notice we're still looking at the 6 viewpoint articles. Notice my article is checked right here. It means it's in my tag list. Let's say I viewed the other 6 articles in this section and I decided I liked Who Will Bail Out the World's Poor as well as the Auto Bailout Lemon or Lemonade. I can check these 2 articles and scroll down to the bottom and update my tag list. What this will do is add all those 3 articles to my tag list. Now where are they? Now if I scroll away all the way up to the top under My Research and click Tag Lists, I'll have some options. Notice your 3 articles are right here. I can email these articles or create or print a bibliography. Let's go ahead and select all. That will check all my articles. At this point I have the option of emailing or create or print my bibliography. Notice that right here this box next to Include Citation Guidelines is checked. This is really useful. This is automatically selected, so every time you email an article list to yourself, it will give you guidelines on MLA and the other citation styles. So I always recommend that you keep this box checked. So let's just click Email. So now what we can do is enter our email address and even some comments to ourselves if we want to remind ourselves what this is for, maybe Step 2, for example. So that's it. It's that simple. It's just a matter of simply checking boxes and then going to your tag lists, checking them and emailing them to yourself. So this concludes the Step 2 video. Now you're ready to move on to the next part in this tutorial where you will be selecting articles, creating bibliography, and answering some questions.